this farm just crack-a-lacking.
So tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag. You know, all these new subscribers and new participants in the live streams are welcome, and I'm happy. The channel seems to be reviving itself for some reason or another. I'm getting a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new participants in the live stream. I'm digging it. My views are up, income's up a little.
Yeah, good morning guys and welcome. Up on the screen, the Clampetts are rich for now. Is there going to be no more begging? I'll let you be the judge of that. But anyway, the first clip that you've seen was taken from the Brain Surgeon's Wednesday live stream. And with a dumb look on his face, Fatso said that his channel had been revived. Views are up, earnings are up a little. Remember, he doesn't tell you about success. But for some reason, his channel's on the up and up. And that dumb look he had, he didn't know why. Well, we know why, Brian. You come into a little bit of money lately, and you've not told us where the money's come from, be it a land sale or whatever. But the reason your channel has taken off again is because you're buying views and you're buying subscribers. So in this screenshot here, guys, sent to us anonymously, you can clearly see that Chubbs is a frequent visitor to a company by the name of SS Market, where he's been buying his views and his subscribers. The con man, the bohovel grifter, sat on a live stream telling everyone things are on the up and up. And things are on the up and up because of SS Market, who are supplying Fatso with his views and subscribers. How else do you get 900 views, 1,000 views on a video and no comments? How does that work, Brian? It's amazing, with a little bit of knowledge and some technical expertise, what you can find out these days. And we know more about the shack than the lump of lard himself. So to sit there like the barefaced liar that you are, trying to tell people that your channel is suddenly revived, it really does take some believing. If you think that building some round tanks is actual content, then you are definitely the swamp tard that we think you are. And of course, just lately, you bought a car for Marcel. That was point scoring. You wanted to show people that you were a success, so you went out and you bought a wreck. Take a look at this next clip.
What is this? If I go the
D.
I need to step the brake every time I change
Yes,
the
D.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I need to step the brake every time I change.
Well, yeah, because if you don't keep your foot on the brake, it'll just roll away.
Okay. Bye-bye, Daddy.
Drive carefully, Mommy.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. You can take your foot off the brake now. There you go. Well, that's the lovely Marcel's new car, and you can see we got the Toyota Corolla Altis.
So in that clip there, guys, that was the nearly new used Toyota that Fatboy Slim bought for the Yaya. And if you listen very carefully to that clip, when Marcel pulled away, you'll have heard a front wheel chatter. And what I mean by that is you'll have heard a noise from that front wheel, which could have been caused by the suspension, the brakes, the track rods, or wheel bearing. So Fatso, in his wisdom, in his idea of point scoring to make himself be or look successful, has bought a 21-year-old wreck. And there was already comments left on his channel about the different coloured panels, a sure sign that a car has been involved in a wreck. But what about that front wheel chatter? Well, there is consequences for not maintaining vehicles, and that vehicle hasn't been maintained.
She was causing a lot of trouble. She was using drugs and actually engaging in prostitution in her room. And she had children there, and Lorraine couldn't have that. And so she told us she had to leave.
Malloy said a hotel clerk helped carry Catherine to her car. She said Catherine was high on drugs, but other than that, was fine.
Her skin was clammy and cold, but I mean, she was definitely.
Can you imagine the Yaya driving down the Bohovel Road and that front wheel came off and it went straight through the Bohovel shack wall and slapped Fatso in the chops? He's bought a 21-year-old wrecker and doesn't care, has no concern that the Yaya is out there driving a lethal weapon. That just about sums him up. And of course, he's got a child, and that child is always in that car. I predict that in give it about 3 or 4 months, and that car will be parked up, weeds will be growing round it and out of the hood. It will be another heap of junk at the Bohovel shack. But I've got another clip for you to watch, guys. Take a look at this. So in this clip here, guys, Marcel has just taken possession of her new car, and as she sets off, jerking all over the place, she disappears down the Bohovel Road with Fatso waving her off. Now, what I want you to look at here in a few moments, Boss Hogg will pan his camera around, and I want you to take a look at something. There's Marcel. She's disappeared into the distance, and Fatso pans his camera round and heads back to the shack. And I want you to take note of what you see here, because there you go. He's bought that car, and look at the shack. There's a tin roof sat on 3 pieces of timber, probably 62, 63 timbers, and it's wide open to the elements. There's a big damp patch on the outside of the shack. That place is a Bohovel. Now, don't you think that it would be better, or he would have been better to sort the shack out first before he starts purchasing cars? Absolutely unbelievable. Or even, rather than buy a car, why couldn't he have bought Mike's truck? The Yaya drives around in it. She could have had that. And another thing he could have done was actually bought some tools for the farm, some equipment for the farm, reinvest in the farm. But no, buys a car and he's built two or redone two round tanks, which we all know is going to fill, but it just gives you an insight into the mindset of this swamp tart. He's living in squalor, he's living in a hovel, and he goes out and buys a car. Now that car is 21 years old, high mileage, and I've no doubt that the trip meter or the trip mileage will have been wound back, no doubt about that. Guys, this bohovel grifter, this absolute no mark, has really shown his true colours and what he's all about. Living in a shack, and yet he goes out and buys a car. Says it all.
Final push to get this farm just crack-a-lacking.